Hello friends, Flaky here. Got a quick one for you today. Steam Next Fest is over. Just like that, a week has passed. And so now I thought it would be a good time to look at how the festival affected the visibility, wishlist, and downloads of our game, Spellshot. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming into Next Fest, so as of Sunday, June 18th, Spellshot had 668 downloads and 546 wishlists. By the end of Next Fest, that is Tuesday, June 27th, Spellshot sat at 1,581 downloads and 1,115 wishlists. So that is a gain of 913 downloads and 569 wishlists. Before we go any further, I should add that we did not record a developer live stream. I never really paid much attention to the previous Next Fest. I knew that all participating games had to have a demo, but that's it. This Next Fest in particular was very heavily marketed and displayed as a live stream focused event. And going into this, I thought live streams would only show up on the game's store page, not the main page of the festival itself. So, in hindsight, it probably would have been a good idea, and it's something I would probably do in the future should we get another game into the festival. So that may have affected the visibility of our game a little bit. Anyway, let's move on to a graph, or a couple graphs. So if you look at this first graph, you'll see lifetime wishlist, and then below it, wishlist ads per day. And in both you can see, or in the top one, you can see two big spikes. The first spike is narrower, but it tops out just slightly above the second. That first spike is from a YouTube video by Beals, and the second, slightly wider spike is, of course, Next Fest. So that sole video from Beals, a YouTuber with around 60k subs, whose video on our game is sitting at around 15k views as of today, drove nearly as much traffic to our game as Next Fest. But Next Fest still led to more wishlists, and that spike from Next Fest is dying out much slower than the spike from Beals' vid. I do think it's important to note here that there is no guarantee a YouTuber will cover your game. However, you can guarantee that your game will be in Next Fest. Of course, whether people actually care about it once it's in the festival is a whole nother thing. But based on this experience, it seems like Steam Next Fest is just guaranteed free publicity. For Spellshot, that meant just a little over 500 wishlists. For another game, it may mean 10, or for another one, it may mean 10,000. So, of course, there are a few different ways for us to look at our own results from Next Fest. One way is to compare our 500 wishlist gain to the thousands, if not tens of thousands, gained by other games. Another way is to view our 500 wishlist gain as a 100% increase of our total coming into that week, basically doubling the amount we previously had. But really, regardless of how we look at it, our plans have not really changed. Coming into Next Fest, I was quite aware of what we wanted to do, what we needed to add, and what the game was still lacking. And, we're still hoping to release before the end of this year. And if anything, it was great to see new people discover our game during the event, no matter how few it may seem. Overall, I'm very happy. While our audience is still small, it's nice to know that when put in front of more people, some still get excited at the concept and experience of our game. I mean, I certainly get excited when I frequently think about what this game has in store for the future. We got some great feedback during Next Fest, and I'm very excited to share with you some of the changes and additions planned for Spellshot in the near future. So, to those of you asking, is Next Fest worth it? Should I bother? For me, the answer is yes. I really don't see a downside. It seems like just free visibility for your game. Alright, so that's all I have for now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.